Okay, sorry, that was a weird, weird beginning. Hello, I'm Christina. Welcome back to my channel. Before we dive into anything, I will never reply to your comments with my phone number to text me. That is a scam. I thank you to those of you that actually reached out and told me about that. I hunted that person down. I took care of it. Oh my God, it sounds like I murdered someone. I did not murder someone. I just got them off the channel. So thank you. If you see anything like that, please let me know. I thought today we would do something a little bit different. Since there are so many different collectives of you, and I want you all to get a reading, right? And it's like, you may not resonate every day, but that's just whatever, how I feel. I want you all to, but I can't do 10 readings a day. So I want to try pick a pile. Maybe we'll hate it. Maybe you'll hate it. Maybe I'll love it. Maybe we'll love it. I don't know. We're trying this out together. So I'm going to show you 3 piles, pick the one that resonates with you. And then you go to that, jump to that section in the video. And if the reading itself doesn't resonate, just pick another pile. Not a big deal. All right, let's get to it. All right, if we end up liking these readings, I will get my stand and actually put the camera on a stand instead of just holding it. But for today, we're just gonna go with it. So these are the piles. We have pile 1, pile 2, pile 3. Pile 1 is the Dreaming Way Tarot with a pig. This is onyx. This is the Bianco Nero Tarot with a frog, also onyx. And the Ghosts and Spirits Tarot with this owl. So don't overthink it, just kind of feel into it, whatever you're being called to. Again, pile 1, pile 2, pile 3. I don't remember what stone this is. That's all me, sorry. But anyway, and go ahead and move to that part of the video. Hello, pile 1. Okay, pile 1 was the Dreaming Way Tarot and this little adorable pig. Okay, so this may seem frazzled because it is, because I was doing a little like pre-reading to kind of get into your energy, see what you're going through, what your person's going through. And then I was going to shuffle the cards up and then start the camera. But I was like, this energy is so much that I want to just dive in and talk about it. So welcome, pile 1. If this doesn't resonate, pick another pile, no big deal. And remember, we're doing tarot. We don't read the future. We're having fun. If something resonates and is helpful to you, that is my only goal. Okay. So it already feels like someone is not willing to lean into the spiritual awakening that should be happening right now. They are feeling very ungrounded. 3 of Pentacles in reverse. It feels like there's anxiety, there's stress. They want to move forward, but they're kind of stuck. There's like lying, cheating, stealing. And it was like, it all started with the King of Cups. So I wanted to, that was the only grounded energy that I was feeling. And so I'm curious. It's like, is someone the eye in the hurricane? Like, what's going on? So let's just dive in. King of Cups. Why is the King of Cups here? Okay. All right. So this person, I feel like I'm talking about your person. So roles can be reversed, just so you know. The Emperor came out in reverse. Stubborn. I feel stubborn energy. It's like an energy of... like, I'm almost like, oh God, like again, here we go again. Like, you need to grow. You need to heal. Like, you're being stubborn and childish. It's almost like a scolding energy, but it's almost like, I give up on you. Like, go do you. It's very like, ugh. Oh my God, are you seriously just going to stay? I don't know if I can explain it more than that. It's like you're over it. Like, I am over how you're acting. Like, I'm so over it. I have hurt so much and I have been so pissed at you for so long that I have nothing left. I'm numb now. I am just like, really? It's a kind of a disbelief energy. Interesting. Okay. Well, that was like the general. So let's dive in. That kind of felt like it was for you to hear. Let's see what your person's energy is. Like, what's your person going through? This, I don't yet know if you guys are in contact with each other, if you have any communication at all. Maybe we'll kind of get into that, but let's just do one more shuffle. What an interesting energy. I have like I feel like very like mentally exhausted. Like you are tired. Like you're just tired. Like it feels like an overwhelmed mom who's like, if you're not going to help me, fine. Just leave me alone then, because I don't have the energy to try and fix this right now. It's very defeated. Whew, okay. I feel very much in like your energy. So maybe let's check in with you first. Check in with your energy. We'll cut the deck. There is a nervousness too. I wonder what that is. All right, let's see what we got. Your energy. Maybe this can help you see if this is your reading, if all of this is resonating. Okay. It almost feels like you're with this person, like you're married to this person and you're just done. Or you're in a relationship and you're like, I can't. Or even if you're not together, but like they keep coming back and they keep disappearing and they keep like repeating the same thing over and over again. And you're like, I'm so done. Stop, you know? It's like, but it's still like you love this person, you care about this person, or maybe you don't, but it's that kind of an energy. It doesn't feel like you're disconnected. So I think it feels like there's some communication here. There's something, and I'm here to tell you what you need to hear, not what you want to hear. I'm just warning you that, okay? There's a part of your intuition that knows you need to end this. That's what I'm getting here. So your intuition, it's like you have thoughts about it, it feels like, that you're like, you know what? I gotta go plant some seeds somewhere else. Like I gotta go, I need a fresh, I'm literally like channeling you. Like, it's like, I don't even know what to do with you anymore. Like, please just let me go. That felt big and that felt emotional. Like, please let me go. Please let me go. You're dragging me along. You're stringing me along. And I can't do it anymore. My guides are here hanging out, confirming that. Oh my God, now your emotions, like it's so heavy. Like, just let me go. It's like you've been on this, wow, I'm emotional. It's like you've been on this roller coaster for so long and you're so tired of it. Wow. Oh God, well, I'm hurting for you. I'm feeling for you. I know how hard this can be. And you're so tired. I'm feeling for you. Literally, but that's not what I meant. I just meant like, I'm with you. I know how hard this is. You're just ready for balance. You're ready to see the other side of this. You're ready for the light at the end of the tunnel. Even though this might sound weird, thank you for sharing your energy with me. It really helps me understand what's happening, what's going on in these readings for you. So that being said, let's check in with your person. I feel like we're going to end up getting some advice for you on like what to do or where to go or what you need to heal through, or, you know, let's just check in with your person real quick. What is going on with your person? What is going on with your person? Okay, it's like if you allow yourself to really feel into it, you feel like you won't be able to get out of it. Like it's too much, it's too painful, it's too heavy. Like if I let myself there, I would have just been bawling my eyes out. Okay, your person, let's check in with your person. Okay, well, that makes sense. Let's get a couple more. All right, what do we have? Okay, so Ten of Swords in reverse. It feels very much like, you know, maybe you guys have tried to end this over and over again, or they tried to end it, or you tried to end it. But again, like they're not letting go. They're not willing to let this go yet. And that's where that pull is coming in. Like you're like, stop, like just make a decision, in or out, in or out. You're going to help me or not, you know, you're going to be with me or not. It feels like you have kids together, some of you. And it's like, you're messing with all of our heads, like make a decision, in or out. They are very much avoiding what, actually, this kind of feels like both of you, but they are very much avoiding what actually needs to happen, which is maybe them healing. Oh, so sorry. That's Page of Pentacles. Like, it's like, you know, they don't actually have to be a reader, but it's like they're just putting their nose in the book and like reading to like avoid like cleaning the house or like taking care of you or taking care of themselves, or, you know, it's like very avoidant. So not like an avoidant person, I didn't mean that, just like their tendency when they're overwhelmed is to like distract themselves, avoid conflict, avoid the reality of what's happening. It's like they're trying to, you know, pretend nothing's happening. They're not currently taking any action to make things better. It's like they're afraid to lose you or let you go for their own ego, for their own self, because they're going to feel worthless and they're going to feel like, yep, it failed, and they're going to blame themselves for everything. And it takes two to tango. So like, it's not like you're showing up perfectly in the relationship and they aren't. So, you know, it takes two, but they're like, they're like shut down. They're shut down. It's almost like you're like yelling at them all the time. And this, you know, take this if it resonates, but like, you know, to, you know, fix yourself or go get a job, or like, you have to be better, you have to do more, you have to whatever. And they're just like shut down. And they don't know how to take steps forward. They're sort of frozen. And so that, it doesn't feel intentional. It just feels like they don't know how to, it's like back to that King of Cups. Like they don't know how to deal with their emotions yet. And so they shut it off. They shut it down, which makes them freeze. And they don't know how to like get out of this hole that they've dug, or that you both dug, you know? Okay. Why is the Six of Wands here? Why is the Six of Wands here? Oh my God, so many came out. Like, I wasn't there. It was like one card fell and I picked it up and there was like 5 other cards under it. Okay, what do we have? There's a lot here. So first we have the Nine of Swords. Yeah, it's like, you know, say you're like, come on, like get your shit together. And they're like, I don't want to hear it. I don't know what to do with that. I don't, you know, like ignoring like the reality of what's happening. Like that this may be an ending. This may have to end. So hard. Five of Swords too. They're so in their head about this. So in their head. They're beating themselves up. Yeah, it's like they're frozen. They're frozen. Okay. Page of Cups. It's like they're wanting to, like there's love there. They care about you. But they're blaming themselves for everything, that they feel like such a failure, that like anything they do, they feel like isn't going to be good enough. And so they don't know how to actually move forward. A lot of confirmation. Devil energy, they may have issues. Maybe they're turning to the bottle, or maybe they're like smoking a lot, or they're, you know, some form of, I don't know if those people are naked. Let's cover it up. Some form of another way to like avoid reality, like distract. What is the word I'm looking for? I can't quite find it, but like, yeah, I'm not gonna find it. Okay. But like substances, maybe they're turning to that to, again, like they don't want to face the reality of what needs to happen, or something needs to change, or what's going on in their lives right now. Okay. So now we have, okay, well, interesting. The energy short. Okay, hang on. Why is the Hanged Man, Nine of Pentacles, and Chariot here? Because those feel like they go together. Why are these here? What is this about? Okay, good. Justice came out. So they know that they need to step up. They know that something has to change. They know that action has to happen. They know it's not, what's happening in the relationship isn't fair. It's not balanced, but they're frozen. So they're starting to see things, like they're seeing that. They're not like blind to that. And it doesn't feel like malicious. It doesn't feel like they're trying to hurt you and like trying to like not step up. Again, it's like that frozen energy. They're stuck. They're blaming themselves. A lot of that comes down to like it feels like an abandonment wound from childhood, where in their heads, they're like, yeah, I'm not enough. You're just going to leave me. You're just going to leave me. And so it's like this unconscious narrative of like, nothing I do is going to be good enough. So, and then they like sabotage it. So with this, like with seeing things in a new perspective, they know they have to step up. 9 of Pentacles. It's almost like, okay, there's thoughts for them. Like, okay, if I just do this, they're confused. They're scattered. They're worried. They're so lost. They're like, what do I do to save this? What do I do to save this? It feels like an impossible task. It feels like nothing can happen. And before they're able to move forward, they have to know where they're going, and they don't know where to go. They don't know what to do to fix this. So they are lost and they're confused. And they don't know how to get out of this hole. Okay. So what does that mean for you guys? What does that mean for you? Can we get advice? Can we get advice, please? Let's get advice. Let's get advice for you. Advice, what do we do here? What do we do with this? Okay. A decision has to be made, 2 of Pentacles, but like a grounding decision. Like there's no, it may not be easy. Here we go. Oh my God, I'm shaking. I'm like shaking. Like, so a decision, the decision that may have to be made may scare you. Both of you. Like, it feels like I'm talking to both of you right now, where it's like, we have to make a decision. Is this going to work or is this not going to work? Take a leap of faith in the direction of that decision. Whether that's staying or leaving, commit. Otherwise, it's that back and forth energy forever. And that's what's so exhausting right now. Yes, it will be hard. Yes, it's stressful. But it feels like if you come together and have a real conversation with love, coming from understanding, listening to each other to understand where they're coming from with no blame, with no judgment, and just saying, you know what, I want to hear you. What are you going through? What am I doing that's affecting you? You know, it's like, you be honest with yourself. You know, it's not just one person failing miserably. It's the dynamic here feels imbalanced for whatever reason. You know, maybe it's a long-term connection, but it's going to take the strength of almost zooming out as you come into this conversation. Like don't let your ego come into this conversation. This conversation isn't about being right. It's about understanding your person. It's about understanding maybe how you're showing up that's affecting them, and then them listening to how they're showing up that's affecting you, but again, with no judgment. It's not like you're failing miserably. It's, I feel so unloved when you don't help me around the house, and that hurts me. You know, it's like, let's talk about it. Like, what's actually going on, and creating that safe space to be honest. If someone doesn't feel like they can be honest, they're not going to be honest. You know, if they're going to be honest and you like flip and you scream at them, like, why would they even be honest with you, right? So taking that breath, slowing down and saying, hey, can we just talk? I just want to understand where you're coming from, and being okay hearing that maybe there's some things within you that you need to heal through. Relationships are hard. And we have to balance and do the work on ourselves so that we can show up if that's the choice that you're making. I'm choosing to stay and love you. How can we get through this together? We are on the same side. Or making the choice, hey, this isn't working. How can we move forward? You know, whatever is right for you and your connection. It's like, we need to just take a second and be real and talk. And I feel like there are going to be tears and pain and hard conversations, but those often bring people together in whatever direction they end up going after. That is what it is. But be honest with yourself, be honest with them. It feels like a lot of like, you're wrong, no, you're wrong, no, you're wrong, no, you're wrong, and you're never going to get anywhere with that. You're going to feel stuck on the hamster wheel. This way, hamster wheel. Stuck on the giant cat wheel. Just repeating the same thing over and over again if nothing changes. And so what can you try that's new to change it? Having that conversation is what this feels like. Is there any more advice? Any more advice? Okay, the Emperor, it may be up to you to be the leader in this, to lead this, like have that conversation that we need to have a conversation, you know, like I really just want to hear you. Let's talk. It feels like your conversations get very heated very fast. And so this will be hard. And it's almost like maybe you need like a professional. Maybe you guys want to go to therapy and talk through it with someone else, but a real conversation needs to happen. Otherwise, you need to like set some ground rules. Like if this gets too heated, let's step away and come back, because I really just want this to go somewhere and we can actually have a real conversation. You know what I mean? It's almost like believing that there's a light at the end of the tunnel. There's a rainbow. That you can't just sit and wait and hope something changes without changing it. Okay, that feels good. That feels like a grounded action step to take. It doesn't mean it's easy. That's not going to be easy, but it can be simple. It's like, okay, we just need to talk. We need to have a real talk. Okay? Anything else you need to hear? Anything else you need to hear? You'll be okay. You'll be okay. You know, you both have to choose you and your family or whatever you need to choose. You need to choose the things that make you fulfilled and happy. But it's just a reminder that like, you're going to be able to get through this. You are. Hard things, hard conversations, like they have to happen. And you're stronger than you think you are, okay? I'm rooting for you guys in whatever way, you know, whether you're together or not. But I'm rooting for you and your courage to step up and do what's necessary. So, proud of you. All right, pile 2, welcome. This is the Bianco Nero deck with our little frog. Little froggy. You see that? All right. Okay, I just did a pre-shuffle, pre-draw, just so I can start tapping into the energy. This feels like someone that you have cut off. Whoever, maybe, you know, roles can be reversed, but like someone was cut off. Someone ended it. There is a bit of a player energy, maybe dating around, sleeping around, maybe even a messy ending, one of you didn't expect it. Like if you cut this off, they were like, what? And like freaked out. You have the Tower. I'm not even showing you these, I'm sorry, but this was like the pre-shuffle. I wasn't planning on talking about this. It was just kind of for me, but here we are. But this is someone you had a really big connection with, very strong, past life connection even. It does feel like someone that you maybe, like they're different. They were different from other people you dated. They brought different parts of you out. For example, like if you were someone who was like, maybe you own a business and you're, you know, crushing it every day and like in your masculine energy, leader, go-getter, it was almost like they stepped in and you were able to like fall into your femininity and like be creative and nurturing and like, it was just like, whoa, this is foreign. This is new. This feels like a totally different type of person. But it may have been in and out. It may have been short-lived. And now it's like, there's like, is it over? I can't really quite tell. It feels like, it's almost like you're wondering, like, is this it? Is that it? Are we done? Is this over? Like, yeah, yes, you may have ended it, but like, does it feel over? Like, really? You do have your guard up. Like, what if they showed up? Like, how would that feel? Like, what's happening? I don't know. Okay, let's dive in. That was just a very general kind of seeing if this was your pile. And let's check in. Let's check in with you. I'm going to check in with your energy. Just another way to see if, to help you decide if this pile resonates with you. Remember, there's nothing wrong with it not resonating. Just check it from pile. All right. Okay. Feels like a very deep connection. We have the Lovers here. Very deep connection. Okay. Let's actually cut the deck here. One more shuffle. All right, what do we have? The phrase I always use with the Five of Swords is, to what end? Like, it's almost like, how long am I going to put up with this? How long am I going to let you treat me this way? It's almost like it feels kind of like you were dating, and there's something you don't trust. Like, are you dating other people? Like, are you in or are you out? There is avoidant energy here. Like, every time we get close, you fall off the face of the planet. And then it brings us to like that choice you made. Like, okay, I'm ending this now. But again, it doesn't feel over. It's interesting. You have a lot of like, what else do we have here? Wow. Okay. It's like you tried to move on, but they're still like lingering. They're there. They're still there. So much passion between you two. So much passion. May have had great times in bed. Just brought out a different side of you that you really enjoyed, which I like. I like that. But it's almost like you were daydreaming and imagining your future together as their potential, not as who they are right now. Like, if they stayed the way they are right now and acted this way for your entire relationship, would you be okay with that? Like, be honest with yourself about that, you know? Like, am I holding on to something I'm just seeing this person's potential, not like actually what's in front of me? With the Two of Swords, it's like you're keeping yourself stuck here. There's something going on. The first pile too, it's a lot going on today. Okay, and remember, I'm here to tell you what you need to hear, not what you want to hear. So it feels like there's an energy of like holding on to something in hopes that it gets better, but you're really just thinking about the potential of this person, not the reality of who they are right now. Interesting. What else? What else? What else in your energy? What else can I know? Yeah, this came out in the pre-shuffle as well. It's like you have your guard up, like that's like you don't quite trust this person, but it's like you love them, you care about them, you want them to be in your life, but are they ready to come back? Are they healed? Have they shifted? Have they changed their ways? Do they actually want me? Like, there's too many questions for you to feel really safe with them. Anything else? Okay, so the ending did not feel good, was not fun. It was like you didn't want to end it. You didn't want it to end, but there's a part of you that knew it had to. But it's like you haven't let go of them yet. You're still waiting. You're waiting for something to change. You're waiting for them to change and come back and be the person that you know they can be. But what if that takes 20 years? You know, like, how long are you going to wait? Let's check in with their energy. What's going on with them? What's going on with them? What's going on with your person? What is going on with your person? Okay. What's going on with your person? Okay, what do we have? Okay, they have their guard up too. It's like you walked away and now they're like, fine, I don't need you. Fine. They are protecting themselves. It feels like they pretended like it didn't hurt as much as it did. Or they're currently pretending like it doesn't hurt as much as it does. What else do we have? A bunch came out. Let's look at them. It feels like they're trying to, they saw real potential with you. Ooh, and it feels scary. It feels, yeah, this may be a similar collective to what the past few weeks, like, when it got real, they ran. Or when it got real, they pulled back. Or when it got deep, it was like when they were with you, it was great. It was like you get each other, you see each other, you feel good. There's like, it feels like you've known this person. It was like special and magic and wonderful. Like you wanted to move forward with this person. It felt so grounded. It was like when they're with you, were emotionally mature. And then when they weren't with you, they were not emotionally mature. Some childish behaviors came up, whether that was like stubbornness or the way they texted you. It's like maybe you ended it via text, I don't know. But then they just came back with just like, okay, whatever. Like, and it's like, that's not, we're just trying to have a conversation here. And they couldn't quite meet you at your level. What else? Okay, they're someone who looks for happiness outside of themselves, which we know that's not where it comes from. They're not okay with themselves. It feels like they've, for so long, learned to show up how other people expect them to. Maybe their parents were like, honestly, it feels like their parents praised them for being independent. So now they're like hyper independent. The term alpha male is coming to me. Maybe they referred to themselves that way, but or you do, but they're so like strong in how they're perceived. Like this is the kind of person I am, even if it doesn't always align with actually what they're feeling. They're wearing a mask because that's all they know, because that keeps them safe. Because if you reject the mask, then they're not really rejected. Like that's their safety defense mechanism. But the ending of this was not easy for them. Is not easy for them. Huge realizations happened on their end. Like, oh my God, this keeps happening. I just went to pick up a card and there were other cards underneath it that I didn't know were there. Wow. Okay, this connection feels like it was supposed to happen so this person could start cracking open and having that real spiritual awakening that they have needed to have. It feels like this person has gone through similar relationships, similar issues come up, it's like the same lessons are coming back around and around because they're not learning. They're not hearing it. They're not understanding. They're not seeing that it's time for them to look in the mirror and be honest with themselves. And same for you. Like there's a question that often needs to be said and heard is, what role did you play in the ending of the relationship? Reflection, there was a point to this is what I'm trying to say. Like, what can you learn from this? You both were learning something, but it feels like a delayed reaction. It's like, say you ended it 3 months ago. They're like just now going, oh my God, like I have things to work through. Okay, well, what are their intentions? What are their intentions with you? What are their intentions for your connection? Oh, I already got things flipping. Stubborn. Oh, man. Again, with they're like, nope, I'm not reaching out. Like, but then like when they're alone at home in their bedroom, they're like, I need to change this. I don't know that they yet know how, but they're in their head a lot. Oh God, I'm literally feeling like, it's like I have, picture a superhero in like a rubber suit up, like covering their body. It's like they're like starting to rip it open, but it's terrifying. And so they're like being pulled between who they think they should be and who they've wanted to be their entire lives, but were always afraid to be. And it's like, they're like, I know it's okay to be yourself, and then, but it's rubber, so like it springs back, and it's like they cracked it open, they tore it open a little bit, but they have to keep trying to get out of it, and then they let go of it again, and it kind of falls back. So it's like, I hope that made sense. I'm just like a visual person, but it's like their ego is the rubber shield, and their soul is trying to break free. Like, let me be me, let me be myself, let me be who I've always wanted to be, instead of hiding in the shell of like who I think I'm supposed to be for people to like me and accept me and approve of me. So they're fighting with that. They're trying, but as long as they stay in their ego, it slows them down. But if they're, in those moments when they're like, no, I can't live like this, they're trying to break free. They're trying to be honest with themselves. It feels very new. It feels very foreign, but they're trying to take action on themselves. That's okay. They're trying to find balance in their lives. Okay, is there anything else we can find out? Anything else? Anything else? What do we have? Okay, King of Swords. Up in their head. Yeah, so this was in reverse. They are so used to things working out for them. They're used to people actually, no, let me retract that statement. When it comes to relationships, I feel like maybe this is a really attractive person. People just come to them and people just flock to them. They're like, oh my God, hello, who are you? But the negative side of that is like all up in the ego. Like they think that that's what's important. And so maybe they weren't completely committed to you, but now that they don't have you, they're like, whoa, I lost a good one. Like, what am I doing? Okay. So what does this mean for you? What does this mean for you? Let's get some advice for you. What should you be doing right now? Because again, you're not in contact with this person right now. So, I mean, maybe you're the one having the spiritual awakening. I love it. Advice for you. What do you need to hear? What do you need to hear? Your own spiritual awakening. Okay. How can you grow? What are you learning from this? What should you be learning from this? What can you learn from this? How can you be honest with yourself about what you need to heal through, grow through? Okay, this is a lesson for both of you. We have a general energy now here for you and advice of like, this feels like a, are you hurting for them? There may be a part of you that hurts for them because you can see how stuck they are. You can again, you can like see their potential. You can see it. Okay, advice for you. Advice for you. Okay, advice often comes up for me in the form of a question, because I'm not just going to tell you what to do. I'm going to invite you to find the own answers for yourself, okay? So advice for you is, where are you keeping yourself stuck regarding this connection? What aren't you willing to see, like blinded by love? Like, where aren't you being honest with yourself about this connection? Is it something about you? Like, do you need to look at yourself and be like, holy shit, I was an asshole? Or like, do you need to say like, wow, they ghosted me. Like, why am I still holding on? Like where are you keeping yourself stuck? Are you seeing their potential? Are you seeing the reality? Like, time to be honest with yourself right now. You have some cards flipped over here. Okay. It feels like you're at a bit of a standstill waiting for them to come in. Is that keeping you stuck? Are you waiting for them to reach out? If so, how is that serving you? Is that serving you? What do you need to do to move forward in a healthy way for you? What else? Any other advice? Why is the Six of Wands here? Okay, there's a reminder that where you put your energy matters, okay? So like if you are putting all of your love and all of your attention and all of your energy in someone that's like not even here, are you giving any of that to yourself? Or is the focus on, is that really loud? I can close that window. Are you focusing on the right things? Like, can you focus on you? That doesn't mean like ignore them and, you know, let them go completely tomorrow, but it's like, hang on a second. Like, what am I neglecting within myself? If this feels like a really strong soul connection that's really hard to let go of, or like a twin flame connection, that's even more reason to come back to you, because oftentimes these huge connections that like uproot our lives are the best lessons for us, but only if we choose to see that. Okay, I can't, you know, tell your person to come back if that's what you want, right? Like we can't control them. So instead of just waiting, what can you do to take action for you on your life? You have more time now. You're not seeing them right now, which of course may be hurting you, but what you focus on, you feel. Are you focusing on the loss of this person, or can you focus on moving your life forward? That feels pretty powerful. This is like a tough love kind of reading right now. It's like time to be honest with yourself, time to move forward for you and like you may not want to hear that. That often means we kind of do need to hear that. Anything else? Any final thoughts? Anything you need to hear? I like this energy. You have the Emperor and the Queen of Swords. So she is grounded and comfortable cutting out the things that aren't helping her life, that are not adding to her life. So that's a good question to ask yourself too. What is this person adding to my life? Like, why am I giving them my energy if they're not adding anything to my life? But she's very grounded. But then there's the Emperor energy. He knows what he needs for himself. He's a go-getter. He's going to go do it. If you're trying to start a business or working on a business or something, it's time to focus on that. I'm getting a lot of that energy through this card. It's like there's like hard work that needs to be done right now. And maybe you only know what that means, but hard work needs to be done. I'm kind of excited for you. There's like once you lean into that and accept that, there's this energy of like, yes, I got this. Like channel your pain into something productive for you. Wow, this is just coming back to you today. All right, I love you. I hope this helped. Pile 3. All right, so that was this deck with our little owl friend. Okay, given the other 2 readings, I just feel like I need to say this. I'm not here to sugarcoat anything. So this is kind of like what you might need to hear that maybe you don't want to hear, and that's okay. It's about being honest with yourself and going from there. So I did a little pre-shuffle and just kind of got a general energy so you can see if this is your reading. We started with the World. Look at the freedom in this guy. He's like, It's almost like, it feels like something ended. You don't have to necessarily feel wonderful right now. That's not what this means, but it feels like the end of something. There was an end of a cycle. There's curiosity about something new, but I feel like it's like you're crawling your way out of the darkness. So maybe this connection was very difficult, very hard, and you are done. And you were like, I hope you're proud of yourself. It feels like you literally are crawling yourself out of this space, made really hard decisions, chose yourself. It's like you are now starting to glow from the inside out, or at least you want to. Starting to navigate your emotions more effectively. working through the pain. It feels like you've come out on the other side of something. It doesn't feel like all the pain's gone. It doesn't feel like it's all free and you're not even thinking about it anymore. I mean, otherwise you wouldn't be here, but it feels like you got to the other side. And like with the Justice card here, the relationship, there was something that was imbalanced about it between you, and you finally chose you. And you're like, this feels right. Okay, so that was very general energy. Let's kind of dive more into this. I'm curious. This is like, I don't know if I've read for this collective just yet. Feels like you got out of something that wasn't really serving you anymore. Okay, let's cut the deck. Let's check in with you. What's going on? Tell me more about this. Tell me more about what's happening in this. Okay, so maybe in this connection there was a third party, or just a lot of pain, turmoil, heartbreak with the Three of Swords. It's almost like you were like stabbed in the heart, like maybe discovered something you didn't want to know about. Like, you know, you walked in and someone was cheating or something like that. Like you were like, I'm not okay with that, with what you're doing. The Knight of Wands with that Three of Swords is kind of showing me an unhealthy dynamic, whether that was playboy energy, not playboy, but player energy, could be male, female, doesn't matter. Remember, roles can be reversed, but there's a lot of like, okay, it was a lot of like, they were lost, they were trying to figure out who they were, and so they were sabotaging everything. Like, they were ruining this connection. It feels like you had a good connection, like there was a bond there was a love there, but then it flipped upside down, like something was not right. Whether it was like, wow, who are you? This is not what I expected, or it just got really toxic or explosive or whatever. You had to set boundaries, you had to put up your walls, it just feels like this, like, woo, like, I don't want that in my life kind of energy. And then you had this sort of like awakening or realization that like your guiding star, your North Star is in a different direction. That feels empowering. Should we check in with your person? Do we want to? Let's just do a quick check-in with them. What were they going through? Like, why did this all happen? What was going on with your person? Why were they the way they were? And remember, two people are in a relationship. So we want to be honest with ourselves too. Like, what did you learn from this relationship? Okay, so we're checking in with them. Checking in with them. All right. There's kind of some like spying energy, some like possessiveness, like mistrust, like they were, maybe they were a little bit controlling over you, possessive, jealousy, but flipped over. Like, look at, this feels like you like trying to leave the house, like scared of coming home because they're just going to yell at you or something. There's a grave, an open grave. Oh my God. Okay, you may have some self-blame or self, like, why did I stay? Or kind of energy like that. Ooh, that feels like a bit of like, it's okay to forgive yourself for that. That feels really deep though. There's a lot there. We'll check in with that when we get to checking in with you and what you need to hear. Why is the Chariot here? Okay, so they're trying to move forward, but they're still very much connected to you. They're angry. There's anger here. Anger is a cover emotion oftentimes. So it could be like they're pissed that you left because they're actually heartbroken, or they're actually like it affected their ego. Like people don't usually walk away from them and you did. Or they need to be in control. Maybe that comes in with the controlling energy, the possessiveness, and you took your control back. Like you took the power back by walking away. So there is that anger, that upset within them. Tell me more about their journey. What are they doing now? Hurting. They're grieving. They're hurting. Tell me more. Tell me more. Tell me more. Eight of Pentacles. Okay, they're hard at work for what? Okay, they're trying to find direction. They're trying to find the direction that they should be moving forward in. This Eight of Pentacles, it's like lost in the woods. They might be an outdoorsy person too, or you might be. You may live like really, like greenery, water, forest, trees. You may be a gardener, like have a garden. Okay, so they're trying to find direction. Can you tell me more? Trying to let you go. Is it working, though, is the question. Six of Pentacles. They know that this happened for a reason. That's interesting. I don't think I was expecting that. They know that this happened for a reason. And so the Knight of Cups. So what came out was the Six of Pentacles and the Knight of Cups. And I'll show you this card in just a moment, but whew. Okay, so you forced them to face themselves. I know these are two different beings, but this energy feels like it's like looking at your reflection in the water and being honest with yourself. So it's like they're starting to see, like, yes, their anger, like once their anger dissipates, they're going to realize like, oh, shit, like maybe there is something I need to heal through or work through. Okay. I mean, that feels okay. Anything else? What else? It's like a defeat. Okay, so there's that, like, look at that face. It's like they wanted to like torment you after. It's like they wouldn't leave you alone. They wouldn't let you go right away. Maybe they still haven't. But almost an energy of like, even if they don't talk to you, you can still feel their grasp on you. And it's like, just cut that cord. Like, I want you to like release that if that's what you feel like you need to do. With the Wheel of Fortune, they're like starting to realize like it's actually over. Like you've actually moved on. You actually are choosing yourself, and they need to deal with that, and they need to accept the consequences, and they need to take the responsibility for their actions. Which brings us to you. I want to know what's going on with you, or what do you need to hear? What do you need to hear right now? What do you need to hear regarding this? Okay, I saw the Seven of Pentacles. Time for you to, okay, there's some things that you want to do to move forward in life in general. It's time to start planting those seeds. What else came out? Okay, the Hanged Man. This is a beautiful Hanged Man. Oh, man. I will show this to you. I'm just absorbing the energy from it. Okay, this may have been a very hard connection. Toxicity, unhealthy patterns. It's like you got tangled up in the weeds. That's like your old self, though. And you started to see clearly. Like, look at the glow in the hand. And it's like you're reaching up, like, I'm going to get out of this. So you need to recognize yourself. You need to celebrate you. You need to acknowledge your strength in moving on and moving forward, but also being honest with yourself about what you learned from this relationship. Not necessarily about anything, but like about yourself. What did you learn about you? And I don't know if you've ever heard me say this, but when I ask for advice, they often come in the form of questions for you to ask yourself, because I can't give you the answer. You need to find the answer. So like, what did you learn from this relationship about yourself? And that you can take forward to the next connection that you have. So, prevent it from happening again. What else? Other advice? Okay. I don't usually feel or read zodiac signs, but I do feel the need to say that you or your person may be Pisces or Aries. Okay. Check in with yourself as far as how you move through each day. Are you just going through the motions? Or are you moving towards something? And there's nothing wrong with slowing down and trying to discover what that thing is, but moving towards something can help you break the ties from the things that are holding you back to the past. So what is something that you can move forward toward? It's like you're not quite out of the dark, not quite out of the cave, but there's so many options. Nine of Pentacles is often about your own self-growth and your own like huge realizations from this connection. If you allow yourself to see them, there are huge realizations that are actually going to propel you forward in ways that you did not expect. It feels magical. Like be open to like even the grief and the pain and the regret, all of that, like you can channel that into something beautiful for you. How can you move forward from that? How can you actually heal and let that go? That like holding on to anger and resentment only hurts you. And remember, I'm here to tell you what you need to hear, not what you want to hear. But like forgiveness is not easy. And you don't have to forgive this person till you're ready. But it will free you. And oftentimes when, like, let's say this is a horrible relationship, very toxic, very unhealthy, and you are beating yourself, or like you're blaming them, right? There's actually a lot of, like the reminder there is that if you just blame them, you'll never move forward. It's not about forgiving them. It's about forgiving yourself. For staying, for putting up with it, for XYZ. How can you forgive yourself to then let go and move forward? And that'll take time. That's okay. Anything else? Any other advice? Ooh. All right. I love that these came out. Okay. We have the Magician and the Strength card, but look at these cards. So the Magician. Yeah. If you choose to take everything that you learned from this and apply it to your life, or heal through it, or take action to grow from it, all of those things, your next chapter is full of, again, unexpected things, like really, really beautiful things. Like you're going to be able to look back and be like, oh my God, that had to happen. But acknowledge yourself and be proud of yourself. And there's two sides of that coin. Be proud of yourself, acknowledge all your wins, celebrate you, but also be honest with yourself about maybe where you went wrong or what you could have done better. That growth happens. It's not just like one person was right, one person was wrong. Like what role did you play? Like what can you work through? And then the other card is the Strength card. That heart cracking open. Like you are so much more powerful than you think. And all of this happened for you, your expansiveness. This like your energy now gets to bleed out into the universe in beautiful ways, in positive ways. Like maybe you were meant to help someone else going through the same thing. Maybe you're supposed to be a mentor to someone else. Maybe, we don't know. Anything else you need to hear? Another reminder to celebrate you. Okay, I'm getting an energy of like, you don't actually believe in yourself. You don't believe that you can do whatever, XYZ. Like, again, it's like with this card, like you're going through the motions. Like, how can you step up and realize that you're actually incredible too? You have magic inside of you. That's what we want to see. The world needs it. The world needs you. So why are you stuck? What's that feeling? What else flipped over? Let's see. Okay. Keep crawling out. Keep going. Like, even though this card came out earlier, I'm already seeing it differently. Like, look at all the people behind you. I didn't even see them the first time. It's like you're joining like the people you're going to be able to connect with now, having gone through what you went through, that people, it might become your tribe or new friendships or something that's going to elevate you and move you in a new direction in your life. That's pretty beautiful. You have a reminder too to be grateful. This is hard. It almost feels a little bit like toxic positivity, like just be happy, like be proud of yourself, even though you got out of this really freaking hard thing. it's finding, there's a duality. It's finding the balance in the good and the bad. How can we find the balance in the good and the bad, in the positive and not so positive? How can you, it's like, how can you grow, but how can you let go at the same time? How can you see, like, learn from them and like what they did not so great, but also like, I want to say this right. There are two sides to every coin. So like, if you're just going to see the bad, you have to see the good too. They both exist. And so we don't want to just choose to see one. Like, if you're only focusing on like the future and letting it go, then you're not learning from the past. But if you're only holding on, does that make sense? Am I making any sense at all? Let's see the next card, Queen of Pentacles. Okay, follow your passions. Follow your passions forward. Look at how bright and yellow and beautiful this card is. Okay, two things can exist at the same time. I'm kind of understanding these cards here, like the duality. Two things can exist at the same time. You can be pissed and really proud of yourself at the same time. You can be hurting about moving forward and also really excited about moving forward. You can feel more than one thing at the same time. They're all allowed to be there. All those emotions, those feelings are allowed to be there. Okay, anything else? Let's just do any final words that you need to hear. I think we often forget that you can feel more than one thing at the same time. All right, what flipped? Eight of Wands and the Empress. Okay. Have you actually taken the time to process your feelings throughout this ending, throughout this relationship? Like, have you actually truly sat with it, been with it, healed through it, felt it, released it? Like, have you truly done that? And it's okay if you haven't, but once you do, it's like, this feels like your higher self. Like, this hard relationship had to happen so that you could become who you're meant to be. And that's so hard to see sometimes, especially if you're still really deep in that pain. But there is a light at the end of the tunnel, and really, really, really exciting things could be happening for you because you choose for them to happen, because you choose to take action and go after them. But as you clear out the old, energy for new comes in. The Empress is a receiving energy. Like, receive, let yourself, like, it feels like some of you are stuck in this, like, this shit always happens to me. Why does this always happen to me? Why am I always hurting? I'm always down. Like, when's my luck gonna change? And it's like, you have to be open to seeing the good, to finding the good, to allowing the good in. And are you actually open to that? Can you see anything good? That's really hard to do. It's really hard to do. I get it. Interesting. Okay, so final thoughts? What do you need to hear? Queen of Cups, Two of Wands, Ace of Pentacles. Yeah, got the world at your feet. It's like a new beginning. It kind of feels like you're on the threshold between the past and the future. And you get to choose where to go from here. Like, do you want to climb the steps to the next adventure? Do you need to spend some more time right where you are? Like, listening to yourself, trusting what you need, but not, it feels like a reminder to don't just plan to move forward without processing the past. Don't just be like, all right, I'm done. It's over. I'm moving forward. Because then, like, let's, for example, if you get into another relationship without having healed through the stuff that you need to heal through, you're going to bring all of that into the next relationship. And it's your responsibility to heal through those things for your own self. Tough energy. Tough. But you can do this. It's okay to feel a little lost. Take your time. But you've got this. You've really got this. Okay. Okay. I hope this is helpful in some way. I don't remember anything I just said. I'm sending you so much love.